like you.
How's it going, gang? It's another Thursday night, another music feedback night on both platforms. Let me turn this down. I wish I had the slider for that, by the way. I have to do everything with mouse. How you guys doing? Who do we have in the chat? Ediz, I see you. Matt, I just see you coming in on the other side. Let me know who we have in the chat. Let's have a few minutes of conversation. This night, we're not going to wait as long as usual because we have already 14, 15 tracks in the queue. So I'm going to play one background music, give ourselves about 2-3 minutes, and then we can start listening to your stuff. Yo, I'm good, man. How are you guys? Have you done anything cool to tell me in the past week? Why is my hair looking like that? It needs to go a little bit. Yeah. I'm not used to being this long in a while. Jambo, what's up, bro? Welcome. Is it your first time in the stream? I think I see your name for the first time. Who do we have on the TikTok side apart from Matt? What I was gonna play for you, I forgot. There was something that I wanted to play in the back. Let's play a beat this time because I've been doing a lot of psytrance and electronic music. This time we're gonna play. There you go. That's a nice beat to listen to. You blow up What did you do? Did you try out your music in there, or in a good way or in a bad way? It's your first time, Jamba? Welcome to the community, man. How did you find us? We're gonna wait a couple more minutes for the usual gang to turn up as well, and give the new guys to send their music. Email on the screen. Don't forget that every 10 likes on the YouTube stream, the YouTube chat gets one free skip. Same thing for TikTok, but on 10k likes, because each double tap on TikTok is different. What's up, Adolf? All good here, man. How are you? Quattro, I see you. Tomaj, welcome, man. Why are we so few? Certain nights are like this, certain weeks. To be fair, guys, like I usually do certain things like these streams as long as I feel like you guys are up for it. If I feel like a few weeks goes by and we don't get as many people, then that means that you guys are not up for it. So why should I do it? We're gonna do something else instead. You guys always wanted these feedback nights, so I'm giving it to you out of respect for your requests. But if that changes, I'm gonna change what I do as well. Yo, Haku, what's up, bro? How you feeling tonight? Welcome to the stream. Mail arrived. I bet it had. Yeah, yours is second in the queue. Yours arrived a while ago, man. You had to fix your mom's speaker? Like, for real? Funny thing for me is that we have 14 tracks, 15 tracks in the queue, but we have only 4 people on the stream. You tell me what to do. What? Guys, why is this happening recently? Again, look at this. Look at this. Live visibility restricted. Your live is not eligible for recommendation, restricted in search results. Why? What have we done? At least tell me, what have I done? For real, man. I'm just not gonna do TikTok anymore. I'm sick of it, man. I'm gonna move to Insta. God damn you guys. What is this? You just start a stream having a chat, listening to music. Guys, anyone who's in here on TikTok side, move to the YouTube side. I'm gonna end this. I'm sick of their crap. I'm not doing this anymore on TikTok. Goodbye. Move to the YouTube side. It's the same handle. It's the same handle on YouTube, MMV Music, and you should find me there live if you want to hang out. I'm closing the TikTok side. There we go. I just gave myself some peace of mind. Hate these guys so much, passionately. You just start the stream. I haven't even played a single song. I'm just having a chat with anyone's. And apparently I'm violating something. Yeah, go watch those girls putting their ass on the screen. That's not violation. Okay, never mind. Let's move on. We're now only on one platform, and that means a lot more focus for you guys, whoever's in here. First track in the stream is Paul. Are you in the chat, Paul? Because I'm not sure if the guys have arrived yet. Okay, I'm gonna play it. It seems to be quiet. All right. type music so far. Stop it, someone. I love the idea of this. Trailer type music gets me. So he's done only a minute 25, but this could well be trailer music for an upcoming movie or series or whatever. In terms of sound selection, I love it. Idea for the melodies and how he's done the mix wise is just a little bit far from what it could be, but based on what it is, I don't think it's the finished version. It shouldn't cut like that, obviously, on the finished version. This is a very good idea. I don't see Paul in the chat, though. If Paul is around, we could have talked more about this. Remember to play the second email. I deleted your first email, bro, already. Everything's tidy. DJ Quattro. There it is. You send me... What link is this? Oh, it's a remix contest. It's a David Guetta and One Republic remix contest. Let's go. Quattro. I feel like you kept your slap house bass where it was on the drop. Dropping the volume here. Why is everyone getting flu recently? I'm gonna get it too soon. Okay, the reason I wouldn't talk as much on top of this one is because he sent me a platform that I've never seen before. I think it's for remix contests and stuff. But there was no volume slider. It was too loud and I couldn't bring down the volume. Anyway, the reason you think this is better than original is because David Guetta sucks. For real. He's been sucking for past decade. I don't know what happened to him. He used to be decent. Maybe it's because he had a bunch of people write with him in the kindest way possible. But recently, since he came out of the label, I feel like he's doing everything himself and it sucks. If you agree, let me know in the chat. I think we can all agree that he sucks these days. All the thing that goes super viral, we don't get it. I don't know why Blue Dabba-dee Dabba-Dab went viral. What he did behind it sucked. The vocals were fine, but it wasn't him. Anyway, that's the reason that this one sounded better, because anyone, a 16-year-old producer with a laptop can produce better than David Guetta right now. Trust me. After Quattro, we've got After Deep coming up. It's called Project One, which is a little bit intimidating. When it's called Project One, I fear for my ears, but let's find out. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Brother. You're ill. Take a look in the mirror. Whoever made this. Look at the man in the mirror. Look, the intro was a prank, fair enough, but what came after it is not necessarily great either. I feel like it's average house track with below average mix, if I have to be honest. And tonight I'm being more than usual honest because we closed TikTok and I can talk to you guys man to man. TikTok is for kids, for real. You can't talk to those guys properly. But if you're here on my YouTube stream, expect exactly what I think to come out of my mouth. I'm not gonna go easy or go hard necessarily, just exactly what it is and how I feel. Am I late or is this the first listen? No, it was the third. But you're not late. We've started about 15 minutes ago. Do you guys also hear a lot of my chair noise, like when I move? Or is it only me? What's going on? I thought I'm gonna get a chair from Amazon and it's not gonna make noise. That's what they promised. Do you see me in the chat? I do, Merc. I do. By the way, regarding what you said about Quattro's bass, that he has something in that 8K, I feel like he oversaturated his bass a little bit. That's why it sounded like that. If you did stick like a wave shaper, any kind of saturation or distortion plugin, you might want to just pull it back a little bit. Because it sounded good, but it might be a little bit too much because we were hearing artifacts at this point. Next up is Ediz. Let's go. Welcome, MacGuffin. I'm going to show you the queue in a second so everyone can find their names and submissions and make sure that it came through. Ediz is up next. While we listen to his, I'm going to put the queue on the screen and zoom in for you guys.
Let's get down,
Next up is Matt.
Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Mama, please don't worry about me. 'Cause I'm about to let my heart speak.
Everyone found their submission.
So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this.
Okay, wait.
Let's get down to business.
Here's my problem with this remix that you've done. The only thing you've changed is the sounds. It's the same arrangement, exactly the same way the vocal comes in, exactly the same place the clap comes in the original. What have you done exactly?
Let's get down to business. Give you one more night.
Yeah, pretty much what Merc said too.
Million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Back and forth with the bullshit.
I mean, he didn't add the bass in the kick, he just changed the kick and the bass.
It's been a while since I had your attention. So it might hurt.
I know. Oh, it's a remake. Okay, remake makes sense. Remake makes sense. Remix doesn't. That's fair. For a remake, it's a good job, bro. Okay. Now I can at least look at it from that perspective. Let's rate this remake.
Don't ever fall away. We can't leave them if we stay the same. And I can't do this for another day. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night.
It's something that if you share the share your project file FLP on YouTube, and a lot of people would like to see that. Merrick woke up and chose violence today. I can see, brother. Did you pick the sample of the bass, like Slap House bass one shot, and you named it, and it's bass 4? You didn't only say the pack; it's bass 4 from that pack. Chillax, my man. It's not? Okay, you got it wrong.
Emotional, bruh.
Okay, he's got it wrong. It's a serum bass. But they all sound very similar, you gotta admit. Okay, what did I want to say? There was something I was gonna say. Oh, as of next week, since TikTok being an ass, as of next week, we're gonna have it on YouTube and Instagram. And here's what I was gonna say. If you send me remixes, anything that has especially vocals from any other song, we're gonna play it. It's fine. But later on, when you watch the stream, if you watch the stream back, that part's gonna be trimmed. Because I have to. There is no other way. Matt, let's go. Oh, your name is DJ NV here. Is heard it twice there. Is Matt heard on your email? Is DJ NV? Make your mind up, brother. What's going on? No, I have to do it myself. Like, I have to say trim it or mute it or what? Or conspute or dispute. I have 3 options. I'm excited to see what type of melody you're going for in this one. Oh, you have a group called Heard It Twice. Fair enough. You're having a nice mojito. Oh, it's a Coca-Cola song. And I'm saying that lead sounds familiar. So far, all we had is remix. Every track is remix, so like, I have to trim the entire intro off the stream. Okay.
Bruh.
I like how you approach this, man. Different rhythm, energy is much higher. I like it. Your bass doesn't quite hit the way it should, but your drums are hitting nice. No, you've done a good job on changing the vibe and the feel of it. I like it. Just trying to find out what's wrong with the bass. It's just a little bit quiet, to be fair. It's not a bad bass sound, it's just quiet. Turn it up. It's well saturated, it's nice and tight. It's just a little bit quiet. Oh, you haven't done any mixing on it yet. Okay. Well, regardless of the mixing, it sounds pretty good. Let's rate this one, guys. You think that you should add some verb to to hats? He could. I don't personally do it. You can. I like my drums proper up front. Again, you're saying a room reverb, which is not gonna push them far back, but still. How many likes do we have on the YouTube stream? We got 5. We have 19 people in the chat. Please like that. Press that like button once. Thank you. That's what you're coming for. We don't wanna let you drop it back to the floor. Ask me what's happening. It's getting late now. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. We're over 3 minutes, about 4:15, and we got the idea. I think the idea is pretty cool. Mixing, obviously, you said you haven't done much. Doesn't sound bad right now, so it could sound a lot better when you properly mix it. What guys are saying in the chat about more elements, I could agree to a certain point. It's not like what you have is not enough for us to enjoy, but you have room to give us something else melodically that's not part of the song. You've done this pluck sound, that's pretty cool, but if you maybe take the vocal melody and use it on a synth sound, similar to that vocal melody maybe, to give us a different drop, that would be great. Why do people send in stuff that they haven't mixed yet? Probably different reasons, I'm not sure. I mix as I go, personally. It's not like the final mix, but it's never raw. Like my template is set up in a way that I mix as I go, and even my demos sound pretty much there, because I don't my brain cannot handle working on a track that doesn't sound the way I imagine it. So if my kick is not sidechained to my bass and I can hear that weird rumble or that it's not cutting through, I feel like I've chosen the wrong sounds. It needs to sound close to what it should be raw, but immediately I do some stuff to make it sound a little bit better for me to be inspired. It's a workflow that doesn't work for everyone, but it's something that you should try and see if it makes it better for you. Up next is McGuffin. I'm not going to say your name. I know it's normal on YouTube, but bro, they've scared me so much. If I say your name, they ban me for saying your name. Never mind. We're on 8 likes, guys. 2 more people who haven't liked the stream once. Press that like button and you get a free skip for YouTube. It's only YouTube tonight. We're only on one platform tonight. So please support the stream so we can keep it going for next week's as well. Okay. Why am I blurring? I'm confused about this one, I'm not gonna lie. This is how it's... What's happening? My man, McGuffin, what's the purpose of this? Was it made for someone to rap to? Is it background music? Is it just you practicing? Give us some more info. Is it an acid track? Nah, man. It has some acid sounds. It is not an acid track. I make psytrance and that's pretty close to acid. I don't know, maybe I haven't heard it, my bad, but it's the first time I'm hearing this type of vibe. Yeah, I know. It's for people who are on acid. Next time I'm on acid, I'm gonna try it.
This is acid.
I see that you use the FL Studio type to voice, type to robot. Has to be that guy, right? Every sound is an acid bass. So like, because I haven't heard much acid music, I don't know if the drums used to sound like this in all of them. I can't really give you feedback on this particular genre because it's so neat, like rare niche for itself, that I haven't heard anything like this before to give you feedback. I wanted to talk about the drums, but then maybe that's how it should be. So if anyone got some experience in the chat about acid, the subgenre of acid, let me know. Next up is Emre and Mert. Who's that in the chat? 909 drums, 808. 909 drums, 909 drums sounds like dubstep usually. 808 trap. Acid house needs 303, right? I agree. That's what I thought acid subgenre is. You can just send me the YouTube link to my email, please. YouTube chat from number 1 to 10. I'm thinking of a number. Whoever gets it the fastest in the chat gets to skip. Let's go. Chilo Beats, number 4. Chilo Beats. It's a tattoo remix. It's the Russian girls. Amarildo never gets to skip. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it didn't transfer up. What's up, HK? Welcome, bro. How you feeling tonight? I like your kick sound selection. Overall mix is not. I would say it's like average. It's not above average mix, and it's not below. The main reason that I feel weird about your mix is how you drown some elements in reverb, and not a good one either. Your reverb is so long, untreated, that just makes it nasty a little bit. At least like if you have a reverb this long and this loud, why not stick some kind of a stereo widener after the reverb, or maybe use what's available inside the reverb itself to push it wide. Right now the reverb was almost mono, and it was on the main two elements, vocals and the lead. The vibe was nice, mix wasn't for me. How's the stream so far? Right, so we started as per usual on TikTok and YouTube, and after 2 minutes, TikTok again for the second week in a row, before I even start talking to people, said that your live is now restricted and will not be pushed because apparently I'm doing some sort of a manipulation. I'm manipulating people into something, according to TikTok. So I was like, Kamira Bo, this is exactly. And then we came back to YouTube. That's how it's going. And as you can see, we have a. I am manipulating frequencies of people's brain, apparently. Anyway, it seems to be a quiet night. It might be a much shorter night because TikTok is where it brings the traffic. Here we have less traffic, which means less tracks. Guys, if it goes this way tonight, and maybe I will do the same thing next week on Instagram and YouTube. But if it's like this, I'm gonna change the subject of the stream. Honestly, I need to feel like what I'm doing, what I spend time on, has a return. It's not always money, it's not always subscribers or followers, but that return is me seeing that you guys are engaged with the live, and there is at least a bunch of us. Because if it's always the same people, I can just do it on Discord. Why should I come on YouTube? I can do something else on YouTube. So just giving you that heads up that we may change what's happening on Thursday nights. Tomaj, let's go. It's deep house, but it sounds like funk. It has a funk rhythm. This is like house funk. Beat crush deep house? Well, it's funk. Let's rate for this one. Yo, HK. I will try to come to the Discord side after the stream. That melody, the sound of the melody, something about it needs to change at some point. You've had it almost from the beginning. That's my problem. Your drums are fine, your bass is fine, but the melody repeats more than necessary. I'm sure you felt it too. At least change the sound after a while. I'm new here and I like what I see and hear. I subscribed and like the stream, so don't stop. It's very cool. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. This is what I want to know, that you guys enjoy it. Because I see numbers, like right now it says 19 people on the stream, and then I look at the other side and it says 5 people like, and then I see 3 people chatting. That's what makes me think that maybe it's not as entertaining, interesting, or helpful to you guys. So maybe I can just come open my FLO studio and start making music or mix something instead of this. This is much easier for me, I'm not gonna lie. This is easier for me to listen to your stuff. The rest music is up next. Production streams are whack. Not if someone's cooking something good. To be honest, I prefer to cook up and mix in my zone, and my zone is not in front of camera. Mortal Kombat in it.
Bruh.
This is funk too. But like, if you're gonna do something like this, you might as well distort your kick and make it proper funk. Your snare is fine. It's gonna be louder, but it's fine. The kick, if you distort it, wait a second, we had a skip. I completely forgot and no one remind me. Chilo won the skip. Did you say something in the chat? I apologize, bro. We're gonna listen to this one till the end and then I'm gonna do your skip. Let's rate this one, see what you guys think. This could be a very good gym song. With a better kick, a better mix, the idea could be something that goes behind the gym bro videos or just listening in the gym. Yeah, some variety on the lead definitely could elevate this. It's an 8. That's fair. I think the idea definitely could get an 8. Mix would get a 6 from me personally. We gotta do the skip for Chilu, but I'm gonna read what he said in the email so you guys know what we're dealing with. He says, "This is my first song I've ever made. I mixed it on some dusty pair of headphones, and I've listened to it so much to the point I cannot tell what's wrong with it, but I do notice it does hit like other songs. I'd appreciate some feedback, please." Okay, let's find out. So first song he's ever made. Before you start in the chat, bear that in mind.
I hit the spot, neon lights glow. I hit the spot where the people be really acting up when the lights low. My thoughts, I don't really wanna be here, but I can't be fucked up over a bitch. I know they ain't ready to be feeling
that's
like
what
this.
it says in the email.
But all those feelings flew out the window, cause soon as she lands, she's changed the scene. Still the whole night left with no time to dream. We get to talking, she's pulling me in. She says she's out for a drink, but it's not what it seems. Never mind that.
Did you make the beats as well, or is it just the vocals and you found the beats or bought the beats somewhere? That's the important point.
It's only been a bit, but let's head to my place. She invited me in and she begged me to stay. And maybe so
I think he's just on the vocals. That's what he means.
Oh baby girl, I love when you're talking that way. She runs to the kitchen, grabs
Oh, you made the beats. Okay. Is it your first time making the beats as well? Like you've never made the beat before?
She said, let's go for a ride. Baby, on no time to stall. That moment it felt like time froze. Fuck, maybe I'm drunk after all. We have the whole night with the stars out ceiling.
The vocal mix is not nice. It sounds like you're coming through the phone. You filtered way too much. But bro, one thing that I cannot believe is that this is the first beat you've ever made. Oh, you produced for a while. Okay, that's fair now. I can understand that. Your beat sounds pretty cool. I like the idea for the beat. Your mixing and mastering, as you said, isn't quite there yet. Really nice vibes on the beat. Let's rate this.
She pulled me in close. She still on top. that you hop out on top, kissing the neck.
Yeah, for sure, man. This cannot be the first beat you've ever made. No one does this. No one. Even the guys you admire, their first beats was far from this.
Keep going. Deeper and deeper shade, don't stop. Now I'm falling in deep.
I agree, vocals let it down. And it's not necessarily what you say or the way you say it, it's just the way it's mixed. Also, while the beat has a really cool vibe production-wise, major problem in the beat is how the bass is mixed. 808 or... Actually, it sounds like a synth bass, but it could be 808 too.
We talk about the past and you bring up speed with all of your flaws in your mental.
I'm gonna talk about it in a second.
The choice that you made and where the decision has led you. Told me
yeah, it's not mumble rap.
About your family and highlight the ones that neglect you. Told me more about yourself and more about the spot that you at. Making yourself more vulnerable, showing me all the demons you have.
I'm gonna talk about the bass and the kick in a second. I just want to hear something.
But I won't mind it, I won't judge. Baby, I won't question your resolve. That moment felt like time froze. Tension is right and been Stafford.
First of all,
this could be so much more. The days and the weeks and weeks and the more. The love that we found, the treasure to explore. Got a taste of your love, now I want more. Got a taste of your love, now I want more. Now I'm falling in deep.
Okay, first of all, the reason that you hear your vocals have, like every time they come in, every little phrase or word that you say, you feel like there is a hiss and there is like an attack on the vocal that's not smooth. That's the best way of putting it. It's not smooth. It's because of two reasons. One, you either really recorded it loud, very loud, or you compressed the hell out of it. And if you compress the hell out of it with only one compressor, that's the type of effect you get most of the time. Most people who are not necessarily into mixing and stuff, they know that they should compress their vocals. They stick one compressor on it. They get like 10 dB of reduction, 8 dB of reduction, and this is what happens. You feel that machine-like sound at the start and end of, like as soon as you go down, you feel like, oh, the noise is gone too. And as soon as the vocal comes in, you hear an attack and noise. So pull back on your compressor, spread the load is the first thing I'm going to say. It's fine that you want to get a total of 10 dB of reduction, let's say, across, but you get that across multiple compressors, 3 preferably, 2 or 3. That's how I go about it. That's how most people do it. In regards to your bass, what it sounded like was that you didn't start building the foundation, like mixing the foundation of the track. I felt like you did the vocal mix and then you try to put it on top of the beat. Whereas if you start mixing your drums and bass so that you have a nice big foundation that sounds good enough and big enough for itself, then you bring in other elements on top of those guys, like building a shelf and going up, starting from the bass going up. That gives you a much better perspective on the volume balance and how everything's interacting with each other. The most important thing for me is always how my drums and bass hit, then everything else that come after it. Then again, there you go. Exactly what I know how it works when you don't have a mixing workflow and experience, because I was there myself years ago. Well, 7-8 years ago. You don't know. You're just trying to make it work by turning knobs and adding plugins, and at some point you have your kick, let's say, on 0 dB in the mixer and you're happy, and then you bring in some other elements and you keep turning down your kick. You turn down your snare, and then everything else come, and then you turn them up again. You don't know what the hell's happening because you're not starting with the foundation of the track. For mixing is what I'm talking about. I hope that helps a little bit. More detailed stuff in this scenario, I need to see exactly what's happening with your track, which I don't. Melodic vibe music is up next. Let's go. Cooney. What's up, Goonie? Welcome, man. I'm all good. How are you? Brother. You just lost me 5 people. For real, I think 5 people left. I heard a couple pigeons flying outside the place as well. Brother, why? Why would you do this? You know we have streams for only trash music once in a while. Keep it for then. Next up is Voltage Funk. Let's go. Why would you do this? Like, why would you do this, man? Actually, you helped me a little bit. We have 2 less tracks to listen to. Thank you. I think this is the same. Yep, he sent it from 3 different emails. Adam Peltier, let's go. This was the weirdest type of troll I've seen on my stream. Woo! That, I think so far, is the best of the stream we've heard. I'm gonna do it again.
Bruh.
The low end is superb, as the French say it. That kick! Listen to the kick, man. It's so nice. To be fair, I don't even care about the vibe and what's going on up top. I'm just surprised and impressed by how good the sound selection and the mix of the low end is. It's not easy, is what I'm saying. This type of low end is not easy. If you take this saw lead sounds, the synthesizer sounds, and just keep the bell, I swear this is a banging beat. Turn down the saws, turn them down and only bring them in sparse moments. Not often. Keep them for the hook. Let the bell write the beat in the verses. Trust me on this one. It's legato and detune, trust me. It's not off key. It's just detune. Let's rate this one. That's what I'm telling him, Rich B. I'm just telling him to make it a bit less aggressive and less busy in most sections and make it big like this in the hook. That's how it should be, especially if you want to sell the beat. Who was this, by the way? Adam. Who's Adam in the chat? Did someone like drop their music and left again? Beautiful. Yeah. this is why I talk about wanting to stop this, man. Like the bare minimum level of respect that you can give to someone doing this type of live stream is that if you send your music to them, at least wait and listen for your music. That's the bare minimum. The higher level of respect is that you stay and listen to other people's music because they listen to your music. What you've done and what some people do is like knocking on somebody's door and before they open, you left. That's just not cool. It bothers me personally. I don't get over this type of things fast. I don't like disrespect and I don't do it to other people. So when you do it to me, I'm going to be like, okay, next Thursday, instead of 10 to 12 hanging out with you guys, I'm going to hang out with my FL Studio instead. Psytrance, but with no intro. Let's find out what's happening. Bro, Psytrance doesn't start like this, just letting you know. Who is this, by the way? Are you in the chat? Let's see what you're doing. I have to give it to you. You have a very good low end. Your low end sound selection and mix is very nice. Not a fan of your arrangement. I don't think there is an arrangement. Melodic wise, you've done one thing right, is what I'm trying to say. And that's the sound selection of your drums and low end. Isn't this Kelophone, the sample? This is Kel, I think it is. It's a very nice low end, man. Okay, that's a very interesting comment, Candent. It's something that we're going to talk about for a sec. So, you say that you always wonder what would happen if someone came through here with a whole new sound. Would people just tell them that they aren't doing that particular genre correct? It's likely that we're going to say something like that if it's super far off from that subgenre or genre, especially that in the subject of this email is saying Psytrance. Hope you like it. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm experimenting with something. It might be this, it might be that. Take it for what it is. He says Psytrance. And when you talk about a subgenre or genre, especially like Psytrance or maybe techno, these type of genres, they have a signature arrangement, a bunch of signature sounds and signature artists that built this sound. You obviously don't want to copy, but completely to like what he's done at the start of the track. This is what you do in house music. It's like that 16 bar or 32 bars for DJ, right? No psytrance DJ does this. No psytrance music has this. They just mix in a different way. This particular one, I talk about psytrance a lot, is because what I'm into and what I'm making these days. And I listen to it a lot. I try to find out where it would fit. Not that it doesn't fit because of the intro, but most of us listen to psytrance for that long ass intro that takes us to like it prepares us for a journey that gets carried away and like it gets elevated with the drop. But that build up and intro is what psytrance is all about. Long, usually ethnic, and it prepares you for a trip because it's mainly made from mushrooms and stuff and psychedelics of other kind. Did you like it a little though? Yeah. I loved your low end and I think you've done a good job on that. I keep saying it. Your vocal sample selection was nice, the main vocal loop. I don't think you've mixed that in the right way. Overall though, sounds pretty good. If you arranged it better, 100%. That's a good point. I keep talking about because like we didn't get any sort of story from you. It was just that's fair. It's a good one at that, but no story for me to come back and be like, oh, I'm gonna wait for that second drop and that sound in the second build up. Acoustician vibes. Let's go. Condented, of course, bro. If you, because like sometimes I might do something that's not right, like what you said. I actually thought about what you said, and I'm gonna do it less. If you guys want to completely reinvent a wheel and create something that we haven't heard before, go for it. I'm not gonna try to connect it to a genre or subgenre anymore as much. Like this is already, I can tell it's a very experimental type mix. The way everything's panned. Nice kick. What do you guys think about that rim shot? Or is it wood block? One or the other. Do you think that's the right type of sound? Or if you're going for something super experimental and vibey, aren't there other type of percussive weird sounds you could use instead of a wood block that's super simple? The hats are okay being panned over there. My problem is mainly with that wood block, which is so prominent, it's leaning towards the left hand side. Maybe when you have vocals it's not as prominent anymore. A click snare would be better. I think a couple layers of maybe even like let's say your beat is in D minor and everything is revolving around D. Finding a nice synth shot to layer under a percussive sound in the note with the note of D or whatever your track key is a nice touch. Bro, we only listen to one track per person per stream. So if I do another one, which I should be next week, I would love to listen to another track of yours. This doesn't sound like a rim shot either. It's not a snare. Sounds like a hit on wood. It's a wood block, or a hit on the side of the cowbell or something. Next week. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, man. It's one of those that you never know what's the potential of this type of beats until a nice, talented artist writes for it and performs on top of it. Then you find out how cool it could have been. Right now, it's just like a blank canvas that has a background color. The artist comes and splashes all the other shit on top, and then you feel like, oh, that black background or whatever color the background was much cooler than I thought. I would still think about another type of snare, or maybe just like two different types, like have the hook a different way with snare and keep your verses like this, just to give us some variety. Cool one though, regardless. Next up is Amarildo. Zero mix. Let's go. Let's see how your zero mix sounds like. We're only 3 likes away from another free skip. If you haven't liked the stream, press on that like button once.
نازی ناز کن که نازه یه سر به نازه نازی ناز کن که دلم پر از نیازه شب آتیش بازیه چشمای تو یادم نمیره هر غمه پنهون تو یه دنیا رازه
I'm gonna tell you guys why I have a smile on my face in a second. Right, so the reason he tackled this remix is because me and my friend, we were working on a drum and bass remix of Nazi Nazkon by Ebi, who's an Iranian singer, if you don't know. And I sent it to Amarildo to kind of give it some extra touches. He still hasn't had the chance to send it back to me, but he's done his own version. This is our version currently in a demo state.
نازی ناز کن که نازه یه سر به نازه نازی ناز کن که دلم پر از نیازه شب آتیش بازیه چشمای تو یادم نمیره هر غمه پنهون تو یه دنیا رازه.
We leave the oud to Amarildo.
نازی جون باغ داماد شه خورشید گرم کفای مست غروره سینه شونم نقش تو نقشه
favorite section. Wait.
Nazinas. Nazinas. Manogo.
I don't know why it's glitching so much. My computer is again giving up. So I'm going to stop it right there. But yeah, that's the whole story of that remix that Amarildo did. We're going to take the best parts of Amarildo's remix, mix it with the best part of ours, and I'm going to do the final mix and master soon. What you heard was a demo from both of us. Okay. That reggae part was nice, no? Corvo, melodic techno track I'm working on. Let's hear it. Nice synth. Type of vibes that my brother currently works with. Like he put these type of music in the back and he does his work as a trader. Oh, you sent me the stems already? Thank you, Amarillo. I will check it, man. We had a question in the chat. Does remix pay? Depends on the remix. The ones they pay you to do, yes. The ones that you take their stuff to do, no. You are next, Corvo. This is you. To be honest, the low end in headphones, it doesn't sound bad. It's one of those that I need to hear on speakers to see how deep it goes.
What do you see? Power. The power of a king.
Really nice
Power
vibes.
is always dangerous. It attracts the worst and corrupts the best. I never asked for power. Power is only given to those who are prepared to love themselves.
I started making music 11 years ago now. And am I a sound engineer? I would be classed as one, yes, because I've spent a lot of my time at uni, which I never talk about. I don't like to ever talk about my academic achievements and shit like that. But yeah, I know just as much about the engineering side of things, especially mixing and mastering, less recording that I do for production. So like, I could easily go and get hired right now in the studio doing just mixing and engineering, but I like to do production on the side too. Yo, Cosmin! Welcome, man. Nobody warned me going down this path? What path? Making beats? Or remixes? Vinzane, what's your email name? The last email I got is from Philemon. I don't see that name in my email just yet. Bro, here's a couple of things about this melodic techno track. I know that it's a work in progress that you said I'm working on, so it's not finished. For some reason, I feel like you added a delay to your bass that makes it sound like wobbly a little bit. If I'm right about the delay on the bass and it's a delay plugin and it's not like the ones that you have inside the synth or whatever, be really careful about the feedback level of it, if you're filtering it or not. And at the time is fine. It's mainly the feedback. I feel like it's a little bit too much. It does muddy up your low end. But it could be just a delay inside the synth, which again you have to go and check what's the problem with it. Apart from that, I like the vibe a lot. And what Large Father was saying in the chat about the melody partly is right in my opinion personally. Some of the sounds you've chosen and some of the melodies sounded pretty good and some of them could be mixed better. Candented, your turn, bro. You send it again. Nothing coming yet, bro. Double check the email address. It's in the description too. 20 likes? Okay. From number 10 to 20, let me pick my number. Okay, 10 to 20. Whoever guesses the fastest in the chat gets to skip. Smoky House, you're next already, bro. You're next. From 10 to 20, guys. Okay, before... No one got the number. Keep going, guys. No one got the... Oh, there we go. Goonie. Goonie got the number right. Number 11. Goonie got it. Before I say anything about this beat by Candented, can anyone tell me what's the main problem with the mix? Just for you, I want to see that you guys hear the same thing. What's the main problem of this mix? Give it to Tekker? Okay, you got it. No, well, it's not mixes. there is like one major issue with the mix that just throws everything else out the window. Vinzane, I just got your email, bro. Vinzane. Gain staging is definitely a part of it. No drums cutting is what I want. The drums, like, the kick is so weak, you don't even hear it. The snare too. This has the same problem I talked about before. Instead of building your foundation, mixing your drums and bass first and putting everything on top, you do everything the opposite way. You mix your melodies all loud and left to right and crazy stuff. But the main energy of your track, the main, like what makes it tight and what makes it glue is how well the drums and bass are doing. Like, you can remove all your melodies, and if your drums and bass have a nice groove, nice sound selection, and a good mix, That is enough for us to bop. And let me show you a quick example of a song that I've been listening to. I have to trim this part, but it's a good example. Listen to this. It needs nothing else. Bass, drums. Your drums and bass should be working well standalone. Period. In almost every genre. Almost every genre. Especially the modern genres. Snare is crap? I don't think so. Sounds pretty good to my ears. But it's a personal opinion, I guess. Up next is the skip, which was gifted to Tecker. Let's go. Like, that was just an example of how a nicely mixed drums and bass can be enough for a huge drop. That drop is moving festivals. If you got to Smoky House is literally after this skip. If you want to wait 5 minutes, you can listen to your track. Are we only sending techno beats? No. You're sending whatever you make. This is Amapiano-ish. And before they bring their drop, their kick is always like this. Sounds like just a sub. Is this hardstyle? Yes. Oh, I think Cosmin is a lot behind. Cosmin, are you still talking about the question I asked in regards to the last song? Have a good night, Smoky House. This has I like the melodic content of it. It's very Amapiano. Very Amapiano, like. You didn't even give us a proper kick. Well, it's nicely done, man. Good creative mixing. Are you getting into Amapiano, Tecker? Because you used to do trap stuff and drill stuff. What's happening? The log drum isn't mixed well? Sounds alright. Then again, Amapiano is something that I usually run from passionately. So if you guys are someone who listens to Amapiano often, you probably have heard shit ton of different lug drums and mixes. Plenty of kick for dubstep. So which dubstep sound did you hear in this Amapiano track? Philemon, I can see your submission. We have 3, 6, 8 in total left for tonight. So bear with me another max 20 minutes and we can finish the stream, and your song is a part of it too. Your beat. Mike is up next. Large Father in the chat. Let's hear it. The kick is supposed to be a sub. Yeah. In Amapiano, yes. It's just annoying for me personally. I'm not saying it's wrong in this case. Oh, the Afro and Amapiano get more views. I got you. That's true. Questions in follow-up email? So your question is mainly about the mix and whether the vocals stand out and if the mix is nicely done. I wouldn't personally put my bells and pads above my drums, but you have. So for me, as soon as I hear that, the mix is not properly done. But in this type of music, depending on the purpose of your music, if it's just for like putting in the background of videos on YouTube, then it's fine. But if you want this to be listened to, let's say on Spotify, or like in general by the audience to be listened to as a piece of music standalone, I would put the drums above your melody. Your harmonic and melodic material sounds great. Even your drum sound selection sounds pretty good. It's just a matter of priority, and you gave it to your melody. I would just flip it vertically. Also, one thing I noticed is that your bass is very, very deep, and it lacks harmonics, saturation wise and stuff. It could benefit from a little bit of saturation for it to pop out. Yeah, I'm not generally talking about Spotify as a platform. I'm talking about the purpose of this track. What's it for? Is it for background of videos? Is it for an artist to come rap to or sing on? Is it for it to be instrumental and go in a playlist of study for chill vibes? All these purposes changes slightly the way you should approach the mix and the master. Like this is right now very good for chill vibes study playlists. In those playlists, you don't want your drums to be banging hard. It's good the way it is, but like if you want to listen to it as an instrumental, I would want your drums to get more punch. $67 cans, thank you so much for your kind words, man. Appreciate it. I think it's the first time I see you in the chat. I would love to hear some of your music, hopefully next week maybe. But yeah, thank you so much for your support. Sidechain on bass. I think he has sidechain on his bass. It's just very subby. Very subby that was. In the woods, 5 a.m. in the tent. Yeah. Yeah. Well, for that purpose, in those type of mindset and surroundings, loudness of drums and priority and stuff like that doesn't come into play as much, and this is fine. In general though, rarely do you want your drums below your melody. What lofts should I master my beats to YouTube? I don't share beats on YouTube to tell you exactly about that, but what I know is that no one cares about the lofts limits given by platforms. If you do, you stay behind. For real. -14, -12, minus whatever. that platforms say, yeah, they're gonna apply it, but no one sticks to them. You rarely hear a master on Spotify being -14, handed in -14. They handed in -8, -6, -10, and then according to each user's personal normalization level, they get turned down. I would say master your beats aiming for -8 to -10 LUFS if you want it mastered. If you want to leave room for the artist on your MP3 or like WAV, whatever, that's a different subject. But if you're talking about mastering, I would push it to -8, -10, depending on what type of beat you're making. Yeah, that should answer your question. Yo, thank you so much. 67 cans again for your generosity. Much appreciated, man. Can you please share what time your regular show is on and what days? Right now, my consistent schedule is Thursday nights, like tonight, 10 p.m. UK time. So if you're in the US, you're 5 hours behind. That would be 5 p.m. your time. 10 p.m. UK time. If you search whatever time zone you have on Google to UK time, that should give you your accurate answer. Berkai, let's go. Yo, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate your support and generosity. It means a lot. We used to have a little joke in our community back in the day for people who are very good at production, but they're not good at mixing. And that's like... It's almost as if you send your kids to school poorly dressed or not dressed at all. You have a nice kid who's intelligent and is good at studying, but they get made fun of and picked on by other kids because they're not dressed well. This is exactly how it works on music too. Music has potential, brilliant vocals, great lyrics, nice sounds and melodies, but if they're not put together in a nice way, for them to be presented in a nice way to audience, it's just gonna get picked on by other songs that are presented in a nice way. It could be loudness, it could be clarity, it could be tightness in the low end. All of this as a package, because audience can't separate this type of shit. Most of them, they just know that, oh, last one hit harder. Why? They don't know. That's why I'm here to tell you why something is hitting harder or not. Hopefully you take something away from this stream. You're that kid? As soon as I read what King said in the chat, and as soon as I saw your waveform and I heard your kick, I had to say that joke again and explain it, because yes, this is poorly presented mixing wise. It could be a very good idea. It's just weak. Like, you don't want your techno track to be weak. Maybe jazz can be weak. That kid quote back then was crazy. It was. We had so much fun on those days. Exactly. 15 years ago, it was a different ball game, guys. 15 years ago, I hear some of the tracks that were hits back then, and I listen to it on my speakers or in the car and in my headphones. I'm like, they don't even have a bass. Some of them for real don't have a bass. They used kicks as bass. Right now, if your track doesn't have a bass, you just hear the toilet flush sound on top.
Bruh.
My father is calling me. Let's answer him on the stream, shall we? Allô? Merci, live. You always answer your father, guys. You answer your father when he calls. No matter what you do, if you see it, you answer your father. Thank you for the captions. Bro, this is a nice track. Nice vibes, melodic material, but it's so weak that it's all the way up on my SoundCloud volume-wise. Look, the slider for volume is all the way up. I had a call and I'm talking on top of it as if I turned the volume down and I'm having a voiceover. That's a problem. Yeah, he just reminded me to use some Soundgoodizer. Okay, instead of going further, I'm gonna give you a couple pointers because there are so many different problems that we can't solve it all, but we can solve some fundamental ones, hopefully. Your kick, as soon as you start reaching louder volumes, whether you limit, whether you clip, whatever you do, this kick is gonna fall apart. It's one of those kicks that has a lot of 100 to 200, especially 150 and stuff. Like, it has that hollow sound of a hitting on a pan. Like, it's this type of goddamn sound. No, pick a kick that has a nice 50 hertz area, sub area, a nice click on the higher mids, and less of this pot hitting frequencies, which is around 100 to 250 in general. That's the first problem. The second problem is that, like, if you have problem with gain staging and you haven't really grasped the concept yet to do it like muscle memory, a good rule of thumb, they call it, a good rule is to set your kick around -6 to -3. Pick a spot. If you want to pick -3, that's fair. I never give one number because it's never like that. But -6 to -3, if your kick hits there, you want your snare to hit on the same levels, not number-wise, but you want it to sit beside your kick, your snare, I'm talking. And your bass sits usually right below your kick anyway. So, like, as soon as you put your kick in the right spot, then you know how much bass you need, then you know how much melody you need, then you know how much snare and hi-hat you need. That kick is super fundamental. So I'm not going to give you any more numbers. Just stick to that number for the kick and set it there. Put everything under it. Man, it's hot. I'm sweating. Rich B up next. Yo! That is my father in the chat, by the way. I'm actually Eddie's, I'm not. Like, I started the stream and immediately TikTok banned me. It pisses me off. I can't. And it's so quiet. I don't like quiet streams. Quiet streams makes me lose energy a little bit. You gotta understand this. You get the energy from crowd. It's how it works for artists too when they're performing live, right? Like, this is, honestly, this is a... I don't know what to say. I want to help the track out. I don't know where to start. It's a very tough one, guys. I feel like the bass sound is not the one, the kick sound is not the one, the melody is not the one. Here's the thing. I get certain, like when I'm making music, certain projects, I spend 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, sometimes an hour on a project, and it reaches a point where I feel like it's never gonna get to a satisfactory level for me. Don't care about anyone else at that moment. I care about, is it satisfying me? When it's not, instead of pushing like I'm gonna make it work, just move on. Like it's that idea came out of your head, it wasn't quite as good, move on. There are other ideas. Don't force everything into something. This is one of those that, like, if it was my project, after 15 minutes I would move on. And that gives you time to actually spend time on ideas that can become something satisfying to you. Then again, this could be very satisfying to Richard. I think your name is Richard because it says Rich. It could be very satisfying to you. If that's the case, fair enough. But I'm pretty sure you gotta be feeling some sort of a, this isn't quite it. You've had those moments. Let me know in the chat if you're still around, Richard. If that's how you felt, or if you felt like this is a banger. Goonie, let's go.
Hero.
I was known for being a guy who forces things to be things.
Yo, give me that drop, everything.
Oh, we have
drop.
lyrics to listen to.
Of course we're rooting. Everyone knows they're losing. We put the P in points, it's proven. Over that block causing a nuisance. 6-7K sound grips for the music. Bro's got his and I got mine. I know it sounds dumb, which one are you choosing? My rap sound mad, real life, I back it. Ask them man about me, left blood on streets, I roll and tap it. 4DC press pause on rapping. And I ever told no lies, I'm more than live. Ask them, I'll splash it. And anything goes for the set. Lies like chest checkmate on. Put in this gear, we're ready to go. Come on, no. I can't tell your soul they stole. All they do is lie on the net and leave their friends, the shit's a joke. All I do is get empty bricks, I'm still in the trench and my king on show. Don't smoke on the 6, I'll sink your boat. I roll up, anytime I'm stressed, intent is death, can't settle for less. Their vets get stretched, anytime I step, got 5 more packs. Only now their vets get caught offside and it weren't by refs. See, I love big back, but
Jailed for
press that cheat and move to a friend, can't cough, no home, must be smoking peps. And one with brucks on a pedestal, let it ring till it's done, we swing our chefs. SAG, we're known to the Met and the streets can vouch, we're known for the M's. Spin this cube, let's circle again. BRB, we don't know about rest. SNM, let's give it a sec. Then we're back next stage and I build up them friends. N1 with brucks on the pedestal, let it ring till it's done, we swing our chefs. SAG, we're known to the Met and the streets can vouch, we're known for
Wait,
the M's.
did you do the beat or the vocals? Because I thought you've done the vocals.
SNM, let's give it a set. Then we're back
Which
next
one's
stage and I
yours?
build up them friends, no words on the ride, all we know is shoot. It's peak if we spot us a blackie, this Rambo P's gonna rip right through. Thank God that us man catch you, I mean don't pack you, a wish came true. Best man what you say will snatch you, and it's so back you, we turn you shoes. Just got when you check the news. Creep up,
Okay, so
don't
I'm
make
gonna
no
ignore
sound,
the
don't snap where you
vocals.
are, 'cause all come round. Fill up the gas, we're rolling out. Got 6 up packs, we don't know about drought. Chill out the crowd, don't rolling loud. Try T-con bro, now you smoke that clown. Grandma's crib where it all went down. Solly turn pack, there's the 3 rows. We ain't aiming low, man, aim up high. I ain't tryna scratch me a leg. Chest shot gang and we aim for your head gang. Touring around like who's up next. Even a blank can see that he's stressed. His best friend's dead now.
The beat idea is nice. For real. The beat idea is super nice. I'm not gonna give any mixing feedback for this one, Goonie, because drill has become a gray area. I don't dig the low end personally myself, but that's why I'm saying drill is a gray area where some people are using 808, some people are using synth basses. You're using almost like a reverse synth bass that obviously doesn't have much attack on it. It sounds pretty good idea-wise. It wouldn't be my go-to type of beat if I was a drill artist. I don't know how to put this so it's not unfair to it. It's just the mix and the sound selection of the drums. Tonight we talked about the mix way too much. Way too much. By the way, King in the chat, Philemon, you sent me 3 emails. I can only play 1. And you're coming up in a couple tracks' time. Let me know which one you want me to play. Oh, it's for certain artists. Well, that's fair then. That's fair. He needs to send you better vocals so we can actually judge the vocal mix as well. Rozo Beats mixes on drill are my favorite drill mixes, by the way. He hasn't been around for a while.
Say you love me, but I really wanna slow it down. Had a moment, but I really think it's over now. Boy, you're lucky that I even never stuck around. But your love
Who's this?
3 AM calling when you're out tonight. Say you're coming over cause you can't survive. Boys back and forth like a million times, but your love won't let me go.
Yeah, hit him up on Instagram, Rozo Beats, exactly how Amarildo spelled it. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Pay attention to the dynamic change, if any, between the build-up without the drums and bass and when the drums and bass come. You have a sub bass, like a Reese bass here, no kicks and stuff, and you expect the kick to come and rise, but not quite. Goonie, have a good night, man. I'll see you next week. Who's this in the chat? Do we have nightcap music in the chat? I don't think the person who sent this in the chat, so we're gonna move on. Also, do we have nightcap music around? Golden Funk, who's that? I got an email from Golden Funk. He seems to be Iranian. Who's that in the chat? It's the last 3 tracks of the stream, guys. If you cooperate with me, we can finish quicker. So I don't think we have nightcap music in here. We got Philemon. You said play Metro Phila 21. Oh, but he's not here now, Ediz, is he? He was on TikTok. Yeah, I didn't, cause there is not many anyway. Yeah, your track is after this one, second to last, Vinzane. This is a nice beat. Well mixed, well produced. Sound selections are great. Bravo, for real. Really nice vibes in this one. Melody-wise, yes, the winner of tonight. Mixing-wise, that beat with the low end, that was the best. Do I listen to abstract music? Let me find out the definition of abstract. I forgot this word, whatever it means. Existing in thought or as an idea, but not having a physical or concrete existence. Not having a physical or concrete existence type beat. What do you mean by abstract? Help me out. You mixed your melodies really well. I feel like the drum balance, volume balance of your drums is correct too. The only thing that could make this a lot better mixing wise was a better bass. Better bass mix. I hear your 808. If you're using this type of 808 nowadays, they mix it louder. They put it way higher. And you can afford to do that, especially if you want an artist to rap on this. You can push the melody down and bring that 808 up. But the melody is beautiful. I think to do this melody justice, a better kick is required. Choose a different kick sample, something that's warmer. And they usually call them pillow kicks that have that nice warm bottom end. The guitar was great. Vinzane, let's go. Who's Golden Funk in the chat? This is very promising. Pleasure, bro. This is what you were talking about. Experimental. If it sounds good, it sounds good. I don't care what it's called, what you do, what you were thinking about. It sounds good. So yeah, I'll listen to them. Very nice bass. And obviously creative stuff with the rhythm. Pablo Escobar is calling. This could hit much harder if you had a better kick, by the way. Yeah, your kick is small for this. Bring your snare higher, make the kick a little bit chunkier, and it's gonna change the whole thing upside down. Your bass is perfect. Better kick and a louder snare. Same snare, just louder. At least bring it above the melody. Oh yes, perfect for ads. That's true. Beat switch. Oh, Nightcap, you're back. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Nightcap after this, then we're gonna play Golden Funk for the last track of the stream. Yeah, I did, because I was calling you out and was waiting for a response, but now we can go back now that you're here. Nightcap, there it is.
You hypnotize. You hypnotize me.
Okay, promising.
You hypnotize me.
I got you. Golden beats, golden funk. I got you. گفتی ایرانی هستی آره؟ باید باشی دیگه. This is nice. Well mixed, man. Well produced and well mixed overall. Very good track, man. Sound selection, production, mixing, mastering. Complete track so far. It's called Hypnotize by Nightcap, but I'm not sure if it's released. Give us a good, different second drop, maybe? Crisp stutters. Beautiful. Bro, this is a festival banger. For real. This will get signed. If you do want it to get signed, you can get it signed. Yes, last one's yours. If we were picking winners for the stream, this would be the winner, unless Golden Funk pulls something out of his hat extraordinary, because this one was great, hands down. No feedback or complaints. Complete track. Enjoyed it. Oh, completely different vibes than for the last one. It has Iranian vibes. Yes, sir. Last track of the stream.
Just give in. There's no getting away from me.
This is like 70s, 80s. Bon appetit.
Take my hand. There's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice.
Where did you find this vocal? What song is this vocal? Don't tell me it's original. Guys, towards the end of this, I'm gonna change the scene, and that will be our outro. I'm not gonna play another music for the outro. This will be the outro. If there is any final question you have from me, I'll be happy to answer. Otherwise, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. It was a quiet one, but we still had nice chats and a few good conversations in between. I hope you guys took something away from it, and I hope to see you next week as well. What's up, bro? Merci is enough. Thank you. Sepas Gozar. That's too much, brother. I don't talk to my mother like that. Merci is enough. Tishakkur. Have a good night, guys. I will see you next week.